Now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Rick Porcello, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this year his strikeout to walk ratio has been outstanding, so look for a lot of strikeouts here in this one.
Adam Eaton will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. Porcello into the windup. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
And the even better news for them is that they've got their ace going here tonight. So you have to figure that all signs are pointing toward another victory here.
This is line to left. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Into the box now, Jared Chance. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. Jose Abreu will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. He goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. Bogaerts is there for it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Chris Sale will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real nice year, averaging almost a strikeout per inning. We'll see how he does in this one.
Mookie Betts will dig in now. Currently 9th in the AL in hitting entering play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Xander Bogaerts will get his first opportunity here, and he enters play 3rd in the American League batting range.
And he's right up there among the RBI leaders, too, so he's dangerous with runners on base.
Bouncer down the line. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
Batting 3rd,
Ryan Hennigan will stand in now. Happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Eaton moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out. And he is in there. David Ortiz will stand in here. Currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, but with a chance to pad that total here.
Well, this is a pretty small sample size because the season is still young. But I don't have any doubt he's going to be up near the top of a bunch of leaderboards when this year's all said and done.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Todd Frazier will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Up high, 2-1 now.
That's a pitch right there that you have to stay on top of, or else it's just going to get away from you.
Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
batting 5th.
Manuel Peralta will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in is the catcher Dioner Navarro. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And another foul ball. Porcello has his target, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him in the inning. Hanley Ramirez will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
What a great season, but in order to win the Triple Crown, he's going to need some help from his teammates getting on base. He's in the top 5 in RBIs, but not leading that category.
And Rollins will throw him out, 1 away.
Batting 6.
Dustin Pedroia will get his first shot here. As you can see, he currently leads the junior circuit in hitting.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well. So there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo home run off the bat of Dustin Pedroia. Home run number 57 thus far. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in for the first time now. Currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
And, of course, also in the top 10 in home runs and RBIs this season. One of the most feared hitters in the game.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Rusney Castillo will dig in here, and he'll do so with the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. Pablo Sandoval will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
1-1, here it is. High in the air and deep to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Can you imagine waking up every morning, coming to the ballpark, knowing that you're going to get a base hit?
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 51 on the year. As the Red Sox open it up even further, it's now 4-0 to right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. And that's home run number 64 on the season as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0. Eaton is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. Brett Laurie will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, that number has him tied for 2nd in the AL in that category. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4. One away, and Jimmy Rollins will dig in now as we show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Line toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Adam Eaton will try it once more. He lined out to start the ball game. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit, and they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Center fielder,
Jared Chance strides forward with the bases loaded, and a big hit here could at least get him a little closer in this one. Smoked on the ground left side, and he's safe. Now a good throw comes into the infield, so that'll force the second runner to hold on over at third base. Jose Abreu will get a shot here in a bases loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
And that misses 2-2. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Line to the right side. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. David Ortiz digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And this is popped high in the air back behind short. And one away now here in the Boston third. Hanley Ramirez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Sales ready. Here comes the 3-2. Hit in the air to right field. Eaton on the move. And that's the second out of the inning. Striding into the box, Dustin Pedroia. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Frazier's got to get rid of it, and he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Jackie Bradley Jr. will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to return. Todd Frazier is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Manuel Peralta is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a pretty decent at-bat. As I remember, he saw a lot of pitches and really made the guy on the mound earn that strikeout.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Dioner Navarro stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And Castillo able to make the catch for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down here. Rusney Castillo is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Gone! Over the monster for a home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 68 now as he draws ever closer. And it's now a 6-1 ball game. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot here for Pablo Sandoval. Home run number 72 for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Reggie Rodriguez is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the fourth inning. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Still 2-2. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He's well on his way to a nice series now. 3rd hit so far tonight. These guys are going to need his production here, so a welcome sight indeed.
3-1, here it is. And the count will be full. Nobody out, runner on first. High and deep to right center. Looking up is Eaton. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 2nd of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Stepping in now, Ryan Hennigan. Skied into straightaway right. Eaton is camped under this one. 1 gone. David Ortiz will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. Hanley Ramirez will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch swung out and missed the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. 4 runs here in this half inning. On the ground to third. Frazier's up with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Dustin Pedroia steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the 2nd. Here's the 3-1. Line toward the alley in left center. That's in there. Base hit. Here comes Ortiz around third. The run scores from second, and he'll get in there safely. Jackie Bradley Jr. will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
Chance there to put it away and finally put an end. Brett Lawrie heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Left fielder number 53, Melky Cabrera.
Into the box, Melky Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Line drive to left. Solid base hit for him, his 1st of the afternoon.
Now batting.
Digging in, Jimmy
Shortstop.
Rollins. He'll swing it
Jimmy
from the left
Rollins.
side right here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now Rollins swings and misses on a good pitch that time as he's rung up for route number 2. Settling in now, Adam Eaton. He singled his last time up. Taken high and deep to right. Castillo going back, still going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year, but they still face a 7-run deficit. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this. Rusney Castillo comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around second. He'll try for third. And he is in there.
Don't look now, but he's closing in on what might be an historic performance. He's got a single, he's got a homer. Now he's got a triple to go along with the other 2. If he could come up with a double next time up, he could put his name in the record books.
Pablo Sandoval comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, anytime you can take a fastball like that and hit it dead center, you know you're pretty much on your game. So you got to look for them to try to work him a little bit differently. Get it away from him. Get it down and in. Do something. Throw him some off-speed pitch. You don't want to throw him the same pitch he saw last time.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. The catch is made near the line in left, tagging the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
And after the leadoff triple, this is just a case of a guy taking care of business out there with a runner in scoring position. All he's trying to do is get something airborne.
Line to left. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
In left field here at Fenway Park, you can afford to play a little bit shallow. Because think about it, any ball hit over your head is going to be off the monster anyway. So he's able to stay with this line drive and look it right in.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
I'll say this, he wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
High and deep to straightaway right. Eaton going back at the track. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight. Jose Abreu will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the 6th. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And boy, just get out of the way of that one. He'll be on base to start the inning. So the leadoff man's on here, and that'll bring us to this date in baseball history. And on this date in 2003, a 20-year-old Florida outfielder by the name of Miguel Cabrera picks up his very first major league hit. Todd Frazier will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. Well, this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manuel Peralta. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
It's always tough to go down looking, but the thing I remember about his last at-bat is that he really made the pitcher work. He saw a bunch of pitches, and that's a bigger deal than a lot of people realize.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Deoner Navarro will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. He's fallen behind now 3-1. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Hit well on the ground to first. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A man left for the White Sox. They're down a bunch. It's Tommy Kingley will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. David Ortiz will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the 6th. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Throw on to first takes care of Ortiz as the shift works to perfection that time. 1 away. Hanley Ramirez will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Hit sharply toward the right side. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. This is skied out toward right. There to take it now is Eaton, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Brett Lawrie is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Brett Lawrie. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game. Into the box now, Melky Cabrera. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Should be no trouble for Bradley, and there's out number 1. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Adam Eaton will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ripped on the ground to first. There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Jared Chance gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side. Porcello sets. Here it comes on 3-2. Chopped at the plate. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. They'll get up. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. Home run number 66 on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Standing in now, Rusney Castillo. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Takes this the other way to right. Eaton is there, 1 away.
And that's actually a lot tougher play than it looks out there in right field. You know, sometimes off of a right-hander's bat, that ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. This is skied into short left center. Cabrera's there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting,
Mookie Betts steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that Jose Abreu comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound, and that's going to be all now for Rick Porcello. 7 solid innings for him in this one as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Carson Smith will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Here's the 1-1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Castillo looks up, and that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, Manuel.
Ready now, Manuel Peralta. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strike.
Oh, what a stop at first. Got him.
Picked him up. Nice play.
Now batting,
Deoner Navarro comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
Brett Laurie stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And I think he proved to us his last at-bat that he can turn around anybody's fastball. So maybe you go off speed or try to get it down in the zone.
Melky Cabrera will stand in. He flew out his last time up. High in the air out to center field. Betts over to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. White Sox pick up just the 1. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Red Sox are out in front 13-5. Nate Jones will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. So standing in, Xander Bogaerts. And he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here.
Yeah, all he needs here.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run.
Incredible. I mean, if I wasn't sitting here, I wouldn't believe it myself. We have 4 home runs now in 1 game. In the history of baseball, this has happened like, what, 16, 17 times? What a show he's put on.
Now batting number 34.
David Ortiz will step in. A ground out victim his last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Now a swing by Ortiz, and Big Poppy drills this one deep to right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. David Ortiz, a two-run home run. Home run number 65 for him here as this lead got even wider. But this will find the glove of Rollins at short, and one gone. So coming to the plate, Dustin Pedroia. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Well, everything looked okay here on the pickup and transfer, but then you see him just fire this thing straight into the box seats down there. That's going to be scored in E5 and a lucky souvenir baseball for one of the fans.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Rusney Castillo gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. A ball and 2 strikes, here it is. Hit hard up the middle. Lowry's there. On to first, and there were 2 down. Pablo Sandoval stands in another RBI spot. He's already got 3 in the game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how many good pitches he's going to see right here. He's been too much of a factor in this game. I wouldn't pitch to him.
Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third.
Now batting,
Mookie Betts steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
shortstop, number 2,
Xander Bogaerts digs in, and here he comes again. 4 home runs already under his belt and looking for number 5. Lifted in the air out to right. Eaton is under it. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from Beantown, Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one. Jimmy Rollins steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Hit hard on the ground to second. There is Pedroia. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Adam Eaton is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Here it comes on 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. Stepping in, Jared Chance. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's set and the 1-1 pitch. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed. Forget it. Long gone. Home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. And that, folks, is his first home run in the big leagues. It's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. I remember mine. I hit it in my first at-bat of the 1992 season against the San Diego Padres. It's hard to describe exactly what you feel as you round the bases, but as you can imagine, it's pretty awesome. You know, hopefully he can get that ball back soon so it can go in his trophy room.
Todd Frazier stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hot shot on the ground is short. Pedroia on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Boy, another night and another victory. How much longer can they keep it up? I mean, this has been incredible to watch.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those...